Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. This episode is brought to you by Good Ranchers. So you can go to goodranchers.com to get meat delivered directly to your door. If you go to goodranchers.com, use the code GEN20, that's JEN20, GEN20, and you'll get $20 off of your first order. Well, hey friends, welcome back to the podcast. This is Jennifer Allwood on the Jennifer Allwood Show, and this is podcast episode number 344. So I'm going to talk today about 5 ways to know if coaching may be something for you. So listen, if you have followed me for any length of time, you kind of probably know my background. But if you're someone relatively new to me, yes, I'm a business coach. I have coached well over 10,000 women in the last, 5 or 6 years. I would have to go back and look at all of the things. I've been coaching in total almost 10 years. Teaching women how they can make money online by growing their social media and all the different ways of making money online. But the truth is, I never anticipated being a coach. I had zero plans of coaching. There was no part of me that was like, you know what, I bet I'd be good at coaching. No, it didn't happen that way at all. And so what I want some of you to know is that some of you have something inside of you that would make you a great coach, a great consultant, a great whatever. And it may be just not even be something on your radar. A lot of you are already in business because the majority of the people that listen to me are small business owners or aspiring small business owners. And some of you may be, right now have a brick and mortar and you love the idea of shutting that down, not having the overhead, not having to worry about payroll, but you just have no idea what you could shift into. Coaching. Okay. So some of you are a DIYer, a crafter, a designer, a something. You have no idea what you could shift into. One-on-one consultations that you just do over Zoom with clients. There are so many opportunities, but most of the time people are just like, I have no clue. So what I want to do on this podcast today, because I do know that I've been talking a lot about coaching lately, is I want to give you just 5 things that you could maybe kind of just sift your personality and where you are currently in life and business through to see if you would be a good coach. Now, I have a list actually of 15 ways to know if coaching is for you. You can go take that little checklist at jenniferallwood.com/coach. That's for the full list of 15, but I want to just talk to you about 5. Okay. So I want you to just think about your current situation, your personality, how God has wired you, the things you've already been through, what makes you tick, all those things when you're listening to these 5. Okay. So number 1, do you have the heart of a teacher? Now listen, I have literally this coffee mug. It's black with white letters on it. I don't even know who bought it for me. And it just says teacher on it. And I remember the first time that I used that and I was like, but this is not me. I am not a teacher. Thinking like a teacher is who's got our 3rd grader, in class right now. A teacher is what Ava is sitting in, at high school right now in history class or, whatever classes that she's in. Forgetting that me with just a heart to share my secrets. Share the things that have helped me out in life. Share the things that I know about business. That does mean when I'm sharing that I'm also teaching. And I'm telling you guys, it was a hard shift in my mind because I know what the Bible even says about teachers. It says that not all should desire to teach. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't have my Bible sitting right in front of me, but because teachers will be held to a higher standard. The Lord literally will hold teachers to a higher standard. So there's no part of me that has ever felt like a teacher. And yet I teach people every day. I teach them how to use social media. Back in the day, I was teaching them how to paint their kitchen cabinets to look like what I was doing online. I was teaching people how to use their Pinterest and use that for business. I've been teaching people for the majority of my life. I just had no idea. So I want you to examine yourself real quick. Do you have the heart of a teacher? Meaning, are you somebody who likes to share what you know? Do you like to help other people win? Do you love to encourage people? Are you just kind of a natural cheerleader? That's a really good indicator that you would make a great coach. Okay. Number 2, do you have any experience or a degree or a certification or maybe some sort of a freedom in a certain area that other people do not? Have you figured out how to pull your children out of public school and homeschool them? Have you figured out how to go from owning a brick and mortar to shifting to completely into the online space? Are you someone who has an incredible talent for watercolors? Are you someone that knows how to, stay married to an addict and God has walked you through an incredible journey and you have so much grace in that area that people ask you about all the time? See, you've got to really lean in when people are asking you for your opinions and your thoughts and your advice on things that they see like in you being like an expert in, or someone that has mastered a particular area. And you may be saying to yourself, well, Jen, I'm still growing. Well, of course we all are. Listen, if as a coach, I have a coach. If I'm not still growing, that's a red flag. So if you're saying to yourself, but I'm still learning things too, well, welcome. Welcome to the world of coaching where we should all be being coached. So if you have, like I said, an experience, a degree, freedom in a certain area, grace for something particular that other people around you do not, look at that, because that is a great indicator that you would make a good coach. Number 3, do you have what I want to call an abundance mindset, but I'm also really careful about that because I feel like it sounds a little woo-woo. And as you know, I am not new age. I'm not woo woo. I am a born again believer of the one and only Jesus Christ. Okay. And so I always worry when I use like abundant mindset, but do you recognize that there is room for everybody? Because see, what happens is there will be people that come into my coaching and they will want me to teach them how to do what I do, how they can coach other people in business or in, an eating disorder, how they can coach other people to work from home, how they can train other people how to use TikTok for business. Like they'll come to me, but they will sometimes say, but there's so many other people that are already doing it. I'm like, well, yeah, but nobody's going to do it like you. Those other people don't have the people around them in their circle that you do. Those other people are going to do it in a different way. Like if you're somebody who believes that, oh gosh, there's just so many people already doing X, Y, Z, you're probably not going to make a very good coach. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you the truth, because that sort of the glass is always half empty attitude is completely a victim mindset. And it's not what people need to be coached with. Hey friends, so I got to tell you, Jason and I are absolutely loving our meat deliveries from Good Ranchers. And I want to tell you all about it because I think it's such a wild world that we live in, that we literally have the ability to have amazing, healthy, fabulous meat boxes delivered directly to our door. I mean, what kind of a world do we live in, right? And so go to goodranchers.com and get subscribed today for a meat delivery. And if you subscribe and use my code, which is Jen20, that's JEN20, you do get $20 off of your subscription and you do get free bacon for a year. Okay. Right now, for real, you do get Applewood smoked bacon free, not once, not twice, but in every box for a whole year. And so if you're interested at all at trying out Good Ranchers, is a really great time to do it. Don't forget to use the code Jen20 and go to goodranchers.com. The American meat delivered. But if on the flip side, you are a natural optimist, if you are somebody who always sees, the good, if you are somebody who always sees potential, if you really do believe that, there's 1 million people already in my industry and there's room for 1,000,001. That is a really good indicator that you would be a great coach. And by the way, if you have an absolute poverty mindset and you need to stop, get into my life coaching for the love. I'm helping people in there every week figure out how to think differently. Okay. Because there really is room. When you look at the number of people that are on social media and you want to say, you know what, but there's already so many people who are teaching health and wellness. Like there's no room in there for me. Like it's such a victim mentality and you've got to literally stop. If you want a different life for yourself, for your children and for your family and for your children's children, you're going to have to work on that attitude first and foremost. So you can send me a DM about my life coaching group. Okay. Number 4, if the idea of helping people runs really deep for you, you would be a really great coach. Like I know for me, if you were to say to me today, Jen, you never have to work another day in your life. You can be done. You have enough money, which, by the way, that's not the situation. So that's not going to happen. But like, if that was a situation where I didn't need another dollar and I could just absolutely retire, I would still encourage women every single day in some capacity, because it's just who I am. Like, I don't know how to not do that. And so for some of you, you have that same thing, and you have a story and a gift that helps motivate others. It inspires others. It helps others to get set free from their own struggles. And so stop whining about, oh, I don't have anything special. Seriously. Like, I am so over that. It may not have been a good day for me to do a podcast, you guys, because I am feeling, well, in the words of Mr. Allwood, what he would say is that Jen woke up and chose violence this morning. No, I did not. But I am choosing to be a truth teller. And some of you are sitting on an incredible coaching business. You have a story. You have been set free. God has been so good to you. You know some things about some things. You know some things that would help other people. You have a talent, and you want to foo-foo it off and have that, that humble brag. Oh, there's nothing special about me. Listen, that literally, I think, has to be a slap in the face to your creator. Knock it off. Nobody believes it, not even yourself. So in your false humility, I want you to start thinking about how great of a God you serve that has allowed you to survive through something. How incredible of a God you serve that you were in a pit of hell and he's brought you out of that. How incredible is the God we serve that you have a life where you have conquered something. You have overcome something. God has walked you through something and you've come out on the other side. Or that he has gifted you in a certain area. He has given you a talent to look at a room and just know how it should be decorated. He has given you the ability to look at somebody's crazy pantry and go, oh, you know what? You just need to order this, this, and this off Amazon, and I can have that whipped up for you and, looking amazing in the next 2 hours. Like, that is a gift. Stop thinking that everybody else in the whole world got a gift besides you. Because the truth is, we're all tired of that pity party. For real. If you're going to change your life, start thinking differently. You've got something that the Lord has blessed you in. You have something that other people need. And if you're like, well, maybe, Jen, well, maybe. Okay, well, if maybe, then let's think about getting you into my Coaching for Profit workshop. Let me show you how you can take that calling or that passion and use it to impact others. Not even supposed to be giving you the link till the end of this podcast, but go to betterwayprogram.com right now /coaching. And if you're like, dang, Jen's harsh today. It's not that I'm harsh, friends. It's not that I'm harsh. After coaching well over 10,000 women, I can tell you the ones that are going to have incredible businesses. I can tell it a million miles away, because you know what? Not one of them is on the struggle bus with, oh, I just don't think that I have any gifts. Not one. Because that sort of pity party, looking at everything as, people are against you, you've got nothing special. That is going to get you nowhere. And can I go just one step further? It's already gotten you nowhere. If you're going to have something different, you're going to need to start thinking something different. And I think, like, the further we get into the world just being a crazy place, we've got banks going crazy and things getting shut down and people panicking. I'm like, there is no time for dilly-dallying. There are people that need the gifts, the experience, the incredible in-depth, knowledge and perspective that you have. You just wanting to keep that to yourself is selfish. I said what I said. It's selfish. Get healed and let's get going. Okay. All right. Last thing. Another way to know, fifth way today that you would know if you're a good coach. If you just love the idea of staying home and making money in your pajamas, bra off in a robe. Can I be real honest with you? It is 12:13 on a Tuesday afternoon after lunch. I came into my office this morning only to record this podcast. Otherwise, I have been sitting in the living room with my husband the entire morning. I am still in a robe. I have on zero makeup. And I love getting to work from my cell phone in the living room while I look at our backyard and just have to come into the office when I have a meeting or a recording. If that idea appeals to you, oh my gosh, coaching is such a great avenue because you can find freedom in your time and in your finances by doing things like coaching off of Zoom, off of your phone. I want to help you with this. Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 links. Somebody grab a pen and grab a paper. Okay. 2 links. Number 1 is if you want the full checklist on 15 ways to know if coaching would be for you, you can go to jenniferallwood.com/coach. If you're like, you know what, Jen, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I want you to go to betterwayprogram.com/coaching and sign up for my 3-day workshop. It is, let's see, it starts on, now you're going to make me remember, March 28th through the 30th. I'm going to coach every day. And I'm going to show you how you could take that calling or that passion and how you could make money from that, how it can impact others, because not all of you are worried about the dollars. Some of you just really want to change the lives of other people. You don't want people to have to go through what you've been through. You want people to be able to do it in an easier way than you did. And I get that. So go right now to betterwayprogram.com/coaching. No, it's not free. I'm going to tell you why it's not free, because I'm going to show you how you can coach for profit. I don't teach people how to do things for free. You can help people and you can be a good person just because you're a Christian and because that's what we should be doing. We've got breath in our lungs. Those should just be things that we're doing. You can also charge people for the knowledge and the experience that you have. And so if that is intriguing to you at all, go to betterwayprogram.com/coaching. It's like $10. If you've got an issue with $10, you are probably not the person to be in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And because I'm not saying if you don't literally, you legit don't have $10, but I'm saying there are people that will go out today and they will spend money at Starbucks and they will go out to eat and they would rather do that and, go buy something frivolous than what they would invest in their future. And those aren't the people that I want to coach. So if you are ready to determine though, how you could maybe coach for a profit, go to betterwayprogram.com/coaching and I will see you there. Friend, thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.